Now the clutch fluid's good, we are going to install some two-step. So the first thing we're going to do when we install this two-step is take off these coil pack covers. Basically all you do is plug these into your coil packs and you wire that up to your clutch and a power source, right? You need a power source for it.
No, it gets all the power from the plugs.
Ah, see? I didn't even know that. So it's even easier than I thought. So to pull these off, all you got to do is kind of grab it, just wiggle it nice and gently. Ow, ooh, it's hot. Ow. What the heck? Why is this not wanting to come up? Get rid of these things. These are nothing but heat shields. Ow! It's hot. Ouch. Okay, so the next step after you get the engine cover off is to unplug these on each side. Just pull it up, come straight out like that. There's one over here as well. Try to see if I can reach it. Comes right off. This goes in. They basically inverted each other.
Yes. So this will go into here.
Okay, so so from what I understand from this kit is this just plugs into right here, and this plugs into right there. Easy enough. Basically with these plugs you just invert it and it's pretty simple.
Because obviously,
no, that's not gonna work.
male on male action doesn't work. Then we can wire tuck it.
Gotta keep all of that stuff tucked back. Keep this engine bay looking nice and clean and factory.
Stock.
Ish. It's got aftermarket clutch fluid now. So it's not 100% stock. All right, now you got all that plugged in and installed. The next thing you need to do is that goes into the clutch, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get that hooked up real quick. Where's the connector?
This is it. We have to run a wire inside.
So the next thing we're gonna do to install this two-step is to run a wire from this into the car, but we're gonna run the complete wire we need first, and then we're gonna crimp them together, so that way now we have plenty of wire to use. Going to the parts bin. Ta-da! So we figured out how we're gonna run this wire. We're gonna follow this cable right here, down into the engine bay, and down into the cabin where we will route the wire for this two-step. Actually a lot more easier than I thought. I thought two-step was really complicated. I thought you had to get into like the PCM, that's the ECU, and get into that sort of thing. But really this kit is just plug and play, so it's pretty cool. I want to see what this Corvette sounds like with bone stock exhaust two-step. It should be pretty interesting. Here's what we're going to use to get the wire through to where we need to go. It's just a clothes hanger that we had cut and bent, and we're just going to put some electrical tape on it to tape it together and feed it through the firewall, and hopefully it works. All right, so inside the car, here's where we're going to run it, where the hood release is at, right there. Ooh, right there, that cable. Right. Let's get some light. That cable right there is what we're gonna follow to get this thing into the engine bay. So you guys can't really see in here. There's just nowhere in here to get a camera up. But it should be coming out underneath this brake booster right here. Turns out you do not want to use a clothes hanger to put this through. Literally just use the wire, go through that grommet. It's so much easier. That electrical tape kept slipping. If we had something more sturdy, it probably would have stayed. But all we had to use was electrical tape, so. Now, all we have to do is wire up this button right here, and we are ready to rock. We also have to tap into the clutch switch, which we're gonna locate right now and probably do that first. So I have no idea. We have no idea where it's at. So this might be taking us a minute. But basically when you pull out the clutch switch, there's two wires. You wanna tap into that gray wire. That will be the power source for your two-step. And once you do that, you wanna solder everything. Obviously you want to make it look nice. We haven't got a heat gun, but we will solder this in the future. We're gonna turn the key on and make sure all these lights work and turn on. So hopefully everything is good.
Here we go.
Attempt number 1.
Should be red.
Red.
Alright.
She's hot. She's
wait.
active.
Yeah.
Now
I'm gonna go clutch in.
Okay.
Nothing.
Switch. It may have to. Those may have to be running.
No.
What should switch?
That light should go green.
Well, that didn't work. It's flashing. Good, right? Okay. So it's good. Lights flashing. Turned off. It's on. Hey, it worked!
Wrong way then.
Wrong way?
Wire.
Alright, so it does work. But we gotta switch these wires back and forth. It sounded like it was misfiring for a minute, but
That was
so
the
what?
two-step.
Yeah.
That was
It just sounds so low of an RPM. I'm usually when you hear like a two-step, it's like a crazy
bang, bang, bang.
8,000 RPM fireball shooting out. But hey, it works. So on these MSD kits on the side right here, this is how you turn up the RPM you want the two-step to kick into. What was it at? 3,400?
No.
2,400?
2,000.
2,000?
See that little arrow?
Oh, it's the arrow.
Yes.
So your bottom number is the big RPM, the top number is a smaller number.
Click.
So we're gonna go to 3,000 RPM and see if it's any different. That sounds so good. So there you go. That worked out really well. I think if we would have done a different style with that grommet, it would have been a lot easier to do because we were fighting that wire for so long. As you can see, it's getting a little dark outside because we were fighting that wire for so long. But once you get it in and plumb everything up and plug it in, it works really good. We're probably not going to show this on camera, but what you want to do is get a heat gun for these. These are solders. They're really nice. You want to heat those up, and we're going to tuck this kit away. We're not going to show any of that because it's getting laid out, and we're just going to get this thing done. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know in the comment sections down below. We'll be happy to answer any of them that you have. That's just another thing on the Corvette. Next is a turbo, right?
Sure.
As always, it's been Luke Waters, and I'll see you guys in the next video.